Hey everybody.
Howdy, howdy. Here we are. Um, just driver balls comment caught me. I thought he said he broke his collarbone. I was like, oh boy.
Oh jeez.
But he said he about broke his collarbone.
That's not good.
Uh, hey guys, we're here. Sorry, we had a few things, actually, I had a few things that I had to do before I could do chat. It was either wait or just cancel chat, and I didn't want to cancel it. So, um, hope everybody's had a good day today. I didn't do much today.
That's me actually this time. What do you know? Dang.
What?
My microphone. Or I didn't have the shit on. Sorry.
About. Oh, shit. What was it wrong with your microphone?
I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, what was wrong with your microphone?
I thought I had the chat on. The other chat. I didn't think I had it muted. I'm sorry. I thought it.
Oh. Yep. Yep, didn't do much today. Kind of rested, pretty much. If you guys will share the chat, we'd greatly appreciate it. Don't know who's going to be on the panel tonight. I hadn't really heard from anybody. I know Bird Dog messaged me earlier, but I couldn't. She sent me a message as in a voice message, and it wouldn't play. It wouldn't come on, so I don't know what she said.
Okay, I don't know what's wrong with my stupid microphones. Let me go on the side.
You need to change it?
I guess I'm really, really low. They can't hear me. So, just a minute. Is that any better? I guess I'll have to wait until somebody says something.
Yeah, it is kind of low. I don't know why it's so low. I'm going to turn you up over here. Let me turn you up because I can't hear you real well either.
That sucks. I wonder if my headphones are shit now or something.
It might be.
Maybe.
Yeah, I turned you.
Alright, just a second, guys.
Have you got your other earphones? I can still hear you.
Yeah, no, I can go grab them if it doesn't work, so
Okay.
I'm gonna go and do some investigating. It's been turned off. Nice. Okay.
Perfect, baby.
Alright.
What was wrong with it? Wow.
It was turned off.
Okay, there's some serious sound in the background.
Now you're hearing sound in the background.
Yeah, you're like amplified.
Okay, well it was totally off, so just give me a second.
So it's too much?
Yeah. How's that?
It's a little better.
A little better?
Yeah, I can still hear like fan going and stuff.
Okay. Sorry guys.
Still too high?
Yeah. How's that? Is that any better?
That sounds
That's
better.
good. Alright, cool.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, if you need to check it again,
Okay.
right click sounds, and then you hit recording.
Alright, cool. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Now we're good. I hope.
Yep, we'll work it out.
Work it out, right? Okay. If I need to do anything, let me know.
Okay, yeah. It's it's a little amplified. I don't know why it's amplified.
Well, let me turn down the mixer here. How's that? Is that any better?
Yeah, that's better.
Alright, cool. Copy time. Want me to do my thing here?
Yep, you do you bring down.
Alright. Driver of all. Tim Kreitz Adventures, Sass Green 13th Man, Kelly Parks, Ohio Wolverine, Groove 14, Utah Redneck Nichols, Iridium 242, Mom's Leah, Wild Turkey. Welcome to the chat, Wild Turkey. Ivan Mr. Balzac, Roger B. Stump Avester, and Tex Digger. Did I miss anybody?
I seen
Phil.
What? What is that noise? Blonde came in, but her comment got blocked, and
Oh no.
Her sister's not around, so she's gonna try and join the group.
Awesome, Flan! Flan! Hey, Flan.
In here, she's in here, she's in here.
Alright.
Alrighty, guys.
Let's get this party started.
Get it started.
TR Prepper, hey. It's
TR's in the house.
TR's in the house.
Mikey D.
And I haven't either.
What do you think of?
Okay.
Alright. Read a couple things. One was a woman was arrested for putting it in the bed of a truck. I don't know what she was thinking. Said Central Florida woman is charged with child neglect, as authorities say she rode in the bed of her pickup truck with an 8-month-old next to her in a stroller. Let's see where Dish went to. That's kind of crazy. Why would you put a stroller? I hope the stroller was locked. I mean, if anyway, some people are really crazy. Let's see what's going on. Let's see here, guys. Sorry, guys. We're trying to figure out a few things. Okay, Utah says he can't hear me very well. Let me turn off something. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, trying to get a few things situated. Yeah, falling in the back of a pickup truck. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, is that any better? Is it
Yeah, that's much better.
much better? Okay, cool.
Yeah, Utah said he couldn't hardly hear me, though. I don't know.
Okay, thanks again. Alright, cool.
Okay, Utah said, okay, better. Okay, so anyway, I was saying that the lady rode in the back of her, put her 8-month-old child next to her in a stroller in the back of a pickup truck. That's kind of crazy.
Okay, I'm sorry, Michelle. Please say it again.
Well, just a woman was arrested for putting the infant in the bed of her truck.
What?
Yeah. Yep, definitely. That is kind of wild. I don't know why she would think to do such. But and a stroller too. You imagine if she had to slam on brakes, that thing would have just flipped on out of there.
Yeah, that sounds like something my dad would have done when I was a kid. That'd be fine, just throw them in the back of the truck.
Right. That's wild.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about all that mess. My sound was all the way on 0, so, and then it went way too high apparently, so I'm sorry. Sorry.
It sounds better.
Alright.
Sounds good. We're on the roll now. Okay.
Awesome.
Another one. A woman calls police over missing remote control. Why would you call 911 and tell them your remote control is missing?
I think they have dogs for that, actually. They train dogs to find missing remote controls. Because that's heavy shit right there. That's when
Right.
you lose your control, I mean, shit stops.
Right.
That right now.
Well, there was a lady in the news a while back where she called, I think it was 911. She called because they forgot to put something in her milkshake. And she called from her cell phone standing outside the restaurant. And she didn't get any trouble for it either. They just told her she couldn't be doing that. I mean, how do you know how are you too stupid to know that you can't do shit like that? I mean, really it's one of the common sense people have. It just kills me.
Okay, yeah, that's really bad. We got Glocker Bob.
Howdy.
Bob. And we got Mel Britton, 1.
Howdy.
And obviously the lovely Playin is making comments, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome. I'm not really sure where Mikey D is, Playin. I know Bird Dog put on the Yap that she was going to be on tonight, but I haven't seen her in here yet either. So I might have to start blowing up some phones.
I'll be right straight back. I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
Got an emergency. Gotta go.
Got an emergency. Gotta go. Okay. Sounds bad. She must have lost her remote control, guys. I bet she did. Awesome, Playin. Awesome. No hard drive revving. That's awesome. Awesome.
Okay, it's an emergency when my phone's telling me it's about to go dead.
Oh my God. See, I could have called 911 for that.
Right? Yeah, because it seems that, when I'm on chats, when everybody's trying to get a hold of me.
Yeah.
So, I was going to... Go ahead.
Okay. No, I was just going to say, hey, to Weapons, I lost his name. Weapons McKenna, still right. There it is. I see it. Alright. Hey!
Howdy.
You never answered my question either up there in the internal. Just one.
No, I hadn't put that. I need to do that.
Ah, Mikey D was caught in another chat earlier. Ha. Hey, Gear Grinding 19!
I was wondering where Gear was. Yes, you can now.
Ha! Right on, Gear. He says once you have a hatchet in hand and tell people fingers will be lost if the remote isn't put back. They put it back. You know what? I bet you there's some people that don't even know where the controls are on their TV. Because they're so used to just having their remote control.
Right. You're right. Yeah, I don't. I know that I bought a TV. Me and my ex had bought one of the new LED TVs, and it has no buttons on it. It's touch. Around the black part of the TV is touch, power on, off, whatever. It took me forever to figure out, because I didn't read the instructions or nothing, but I just knew that, you know, there's a power on button somewhere on this TV and I'm going to turn it on. I couldn't figure it out for shit until I finally had to break down hours and hours later, and it said all you do is touch the front of the screen where it's some power on it. And I'm like, geez, I would have never thought of that. Needless to say, I don't have that TV because I didn't like it. So,
okay. Wow, driver's been busy. Caught up on 40 videos. Damn.
well, that's awesome.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm behind. I can say I'm like months behind on videos, so it's hardly ever I get time to sit down and actually watch a video. It's very hard to do in this household for some reason.
Sorry. I'm leaving.
Yeah, you can agree to that too, can you not?
No, I thought maybe you were just blaming me.
No.
I'm teasing.
I'm talking about kids and stuff, and it's always do, and it's like I can't sit down long enough to watch shit hardly.
Yeah. Yeah, that poor girl sits down and she's up in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's always something, so I don't even attempt sometimes. There's also something else. A man arrested for fishing in the news. Spokane County Police Sheriff's deputies have arrested a 54-year-old man after he was spotted fishing naked. Now, what's wrong with fishing naked?
No doubt. Spokane, Washington, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
The place where they seem to have all the crime lately. All the stuff. Remember that lady and man that got killed and was put in their wood stove? They were from there.
Must be eating too many chemically.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like
Puget Sound salmon or something, right? Hey, Trunkback Jim, what's up?
Howdy. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of stuff, like a lot of child abuse cases is coming from there lately. Lots of them.
Spokane, huh?
Lots of them.
Well, that's cool. That's crazy.
There's just tons of them. Tons of craziness. But we're going to, I guess, and bring our other guys in so we can all chit-chat. Usually me and you're down here for a little bit and chit-chat, but then we're late. So, guys, we're sending out your invites. If you don't get them, let me know. And please don't hang around, guys. Please come on in.
Hey, Kelly. Kelly's back. Kelly.
Definitely.
Mom. All right. Sending out invites. Awesome.
Yeah, we are.
Invitees.
Yeah, Utah said that there's some have teeth. You know what? There's some on the other day. Remember that guy? What was those called? That he pulled up in the net when he was on the pier, and he showed them. And you guys were talking about one had teeth, one don't, and he actually showed the teeth on the fish. It looked like human teeth.
Oh, the Give me a second. The sheephead.
Yeah.
Are the kind that we have in Michigan are toothless, but these it looked like a real set of chompers, like human being teeth. Yeah, that was weird. I mean, they were almost too perfect, didn't you? I mean, they were like...
They looked like dentures.
Right? It was kind of creepy. I almost thought it was fake. But...
Yeah, it looked just like dentures.
And and it's weird because the northern fish don't have teeth, but the southern fish do have teeth. You'd think it would be the opposite.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Thank you.
I think it's opposite, but it's
Right.
not. Yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know, they've been finding new species of fish too, so, you know, recently. Several different.
Yeah, we got big oceans, so I bet there's all kinds of shit in there.
Oh yeah. I like to see when they pull new ones up, just to see. There's been several different ones lately that's been just kind of wow.
Right. Hey,
Yeah.
Tim.
How's it going, guys?
Howdy, howdy. Going
Jammy
good.
time.
Jammy time.
Right on. Every time.
Jammy time live.
Yeah, if you guys would please share the chat, I greatly appreciate it. I know we started late. Some people may think we're not even going to have chat. Share. So what's you been up to, Tim?
Oh, I just spent the day doing a bunch of stuff that I've been putting off that would bore you to death if I told you the details, but I'm not on the road this weekend, so you tried to use the time as wisely as possible. How about you guys?
I
We
didn't
went
do
fishing
anything.
yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday we did. Didn't do anything today. I was lazy. I slept in and didn't do nothing.
I slept in too, I must admit. I'm not afraid to admit that. Of course, I slept in like even for me on a musician's schedule, so
Wow.
Maybe I'm a musician and I just don't know it.
there you go.
Right? You should, you know, you think you'd want to brag about being able to sleep in, but it's kind of like, gosh, I hate to even say I slept in because it sounds bad, because there's people that, you know, don't sleep in. But
I'll tell you what, my grandma, if you weren't up before the sun was, you were sleeping too late.
right. My grandma get up at like 4:30 and start banging pots and pans to make breakfast. Yep. Oh, there's TR. Howdy, howdy.
There he is.
Sorry, I was having audio problems. I couldn't.
I'm all having problems not with our computers.
Still trying to get my camera going.
Well, I plug in my little earphone thing when I'm on the chats, and when I was plugging it into the computer, I hit the wrong hole. That happens sometimes.
Ah!
Better be careful with that.
Take it easy.
Yeah, I can't get in trouble.
Well, unless she's kinky, she'll let you know real quick.
Yeah, a little higher, a little higher.
You guys, I gotta tell you this. This is like really crazy, but I actually know somebody that
Oh, jeez.
I know somebody. Their dad was married to a lady. They've been married like maybe, I don't know, 10 years or something. And they were having sex one night, and he actually did hit the wrong hole. And she actually went and filed papers on him for assault because he. They actually took him to jail and everything. Yeah, they went to court for it. And I mean, you're married 10 years, and I mean, okay, so you know, you slip or whatever, and hit. I don't know how, but you know, you hit the wrong hole, whatever. And yeah, sure enough, he got put in jail for it. And I'm like, seriously? I mean, that
Well,
was.
he must have left it in too long or something.
I'm sure.
There is more to that story.
Right? There's got to be more to that story because
Yeah.
She
you
actually
don't.
said that it slipped and went in the wrong hole, but obviously he didn't stay there. But I'm saying just the fact that he slipped and it went, she filed papers on him. I'm like, what?
But if it went to court, it was more than a slip.
I don't
Yeah,
know the whole.
something don't sound right about that.
Something don't sound right. Hey, Stump Green.
If you wasn't enjoying it, stop, quit, whatever.
Right.
Or he might have got in there and said, "Oh wow, this is weird. I like this." You know, he decided to stay or something. I don't know.
And the whole time she's saying, "Get the hell out of there," and he's like, "No, this is way better."
Yeah. That'd be a
I haven't
different
felt something
situation.
this tight in 10 years.
Yeah.
I have decided this was a happy accident, and we're staying right here.
Or it wasn't an accident at all. But something happened to where she was like, you back it up, and he's like, nah.
Nah,
Nah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Just you'll like it in a minute. Just hang on. If you don't, I'll stop in a couple minutes. Give it a little bit. That's nasty as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dish. I think there's more to that story.
A lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been quite a long time I was told that, but it was actually the guy's son that actually told me the story, so maybe there was
Oh,
something.
jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if it's in the South, that's illegal even consenting.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know all the states, but I know in South Carolina it is. We got a lot of crazy blue laws or whatever.
I think we read some laws like that, didn't we?
A long time ago we did. Yeah.
South Carolina, it's only legal to have sex with your wife in a missionary position. Everything else is illegal. Oral sex, doggy style, her on top, whatever. That's actually against the law.
Wow. People are breaking the law all over the place up there.
I did this a few minutes ago, matter of fact.
What law did you break? Which position law did you break? TR, damn it.
She seemed to be pointing that way and on her hands and knees, and I was behind.
Okay, I got you.
It was an accident. I swear. It was
an accident. An accidental breaking of the law. Mom says bacon. Bacon.
Oh gosh, we're off to a roaring start.
See, I interrupted my date tonight to be on JAMYY time, and I'll be damned if y'all wasn't late. I come in here and I'm like, I done run my damn date off and didn't eat more. What the hell?
I'm sorry. We had to let you give you time to get yourself together, We don't want you doing that and jumping straight on JAMYY time and then you start talking all this crazy stuff.
To refreshify yourself.
Oh man, awesome.
Hey, Tim. What's up, man?
Oh man, just doing my thing, man.
Let's be off this weekend.
Well, yeah, I was actually. I'm just off tonight, but I wasn't on the road this week, so that was.
Hey,
cool.
Redneck Prepper.
Long time no see. Howdy. Okay, I don't tell all of them, but it tells like the main ones that are really bad. So like in North Carolina, it says it's illegal for a man to peep through a window at a woman, yet it is not against the law for a woman to peep into a room occupied by a man, nor is it a violation of the law if a man peeps at another man.
Well, at first I thought you said peas, and I'm like going, what in the hell? I was like, what in the hell? But it's okay for a woman to pee.
That's what my lawyer buddy says. Is that's where bad facts lead to bad law. So that law was authored because something bad happened, and it was a knee-jerk reaction to something.
He said jerk.
Yeah, I said knee.
I'm only 5. I'm only 5 years old. You said jerk. Sorry, Michelle, go for it.
No, there's only 4 laws in Texas that are like weird sex laws. There's only 4. One of them is in Kingsville, Texas. 2 pigs may not have sex on the city's airport property. So somebody brought their pigs to the airport, obviously.
Wow.
And it must have happened. But that's in Kingsville. But then the rest of them is all 3 just Texas. One of them is no one other than a registered pharmacist may sell condoms or other contraceptives on the streets or any public places. Not even physicians. Anyone who tries to make a few extra bucks doing this will be severely prosecuted to their act of unlawfully practicing medicine. Wow. I didn't know that.
That's weird.
That is weird. I wonder if they had to take an extra class or something.
Is that verified? Like, is that a trusted website you're looking at there?
I believe it. I believe it is. Looks to me to be.
Because they, you can get condoms.
I knew that.
Anyway
I knew
these
that.
days.
Yeah, but this is just for Texas.
You can buy condoms in the men's room in Texas. I don't think many gas stations have a pharmacist.
Maybe it's just this one little town in Texas or something they're talking about.
Might be city ordinances.
Right.
Yeah.
I was trying to, let's see, they got 4 in Florida. Single divorce or widowed women may not parachute on Sunday afternoons. Sexual relations with a porcupine is illegal. You got to think, somebody must have tried this shit for it to be actually in law.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Elmer Fudd's son probably did.
Right? Men are not allowed to wear strapless gowns in public in Miami, Florida.
Jeez.
Yeah, okay. I got a list of them here for South Carolina.
Okay, go for it.
A permit must be obtained to fire a missile. It is illegal to give or receive oral sex in South Carolina.
Wow.
That's so wrong.
Fortune tellers are required to obtain a special permit from the state. Okay, here's a good one. When approaching a four-way or blind intersection in a non-horse-driven vehicle, car, you must stop 100 feet from the intersection and discharge a firearm in the air to warn horse traffic. This is a law that's on the book right now. So when you come up to the intersection, technically you're supposed to stop, get out of your car, and fire a shot in the air before you come up to the intersection.
Now, is that only if you see horse traffic or just all the time?
It just says when approaching a four-way or blind intersection in a non-horse-driven vehicle. That's all.
I don't
Well,
know. I don't know
damn.
how many of these are true or not, or maybe they were an old law at one time. That
Yeah,
got
now these
repealed
are
or
old laws they didn't take off the books.
Yeah.
It's perfectly legal to beat your wife on the courthouse steps on Sundays.
In Kentucky, it either is the law or it used to be the law. I don't know. These are funny anyway, so we'll just read them like they really are real. In Kentucky, it's the law that a person must take a bath at least once a year,
Oh!
whether they need it or not.
Yeah, I could go on and on. There's a whole list of them, but these I know the sex thing, the oral sex, and can only have missionary sex. That was actually in the news about 10, 20 years ago because it got brought up in a court case, and they started to change the law, but the only reason they didn't, because part of that law also included bestiality, having sex with animals. So instead of just leaving that part and erasing the other part, they said, well, we can't really do that, make it legal to have sex with animals, so they just left it alone and it just went away. So it's still illegal to have any kind of sex other than missionary sex in South Carolina.
In New Jersey, cabbage cannot be sold on Sunday. It's a weird one.
Well, it also says these right here are ones that are still on the books that they've never taken off, and it's basically how to keep a woman in line. And it says for, let me find the thing. It says for Massachusetts, Virginia, Georgia, Idaho, Mississippi, North Carolina, Utah and South Carolina, it is still against the written law for unmarried men and women to engage in sexual intercourse.
And that is
Wow.
true.
In Florida, it's against the law to put livestock on a school bus. So much for the fat girls getting to class.
Wow.
I'm bad.
A lot of these laws they're still in the books, no doubt.
Yeah, now I'm going down the wormhole. I found a whole bunch of these. And
Hey, Easy Outlaw.
Howdy, howdy. It says in Louisiana, Alabama, and Georgia, it's against the law to have, like, dildos, any kind of obscene devices, anything that simulates the human genitalia organs, and it's a $2,500 and imprisonment for 3 years.
wow.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Bet you can't find cucumbers or bananas in those supermarkets.
Right. And it says that down in the heart of Dixie, anyone called hawking dildos is guilty of a misdemeanor punishable by a $10,000 fine and 1 year of hard labor, and is considered a felony. I mean, who's going to hawk their dildos? Seriously?
Well, you find the right crackhead.
Oh, man.
Wow. I didn't know none of this stuff was still in the... it's amazing when you start bringing it up.
In North Carolina, it's illegal to have a rabbit race in the street.
Goodness.
Gosh. Now, this one I do believe, without question. I wouldn't question this one for a second. In Utah, daylight must be visible between a dancing couple. So if you're dancing, they better be able to see light between you. I don't doubt that for Utah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here's a good one for South Carolina. Horses may not be kept in bathtubs.
That's just common sense right there.
Here's one. It says in 1979, North Carolina Supreme Court ruling decreed that sex must be consensual, but that consent could be withdrawn during a single act of intercourse. That is to say, rape isn't rape. In the state of North Carolina, if a lady says yes and then says no after the act has begun.
Wow.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh, man, there's a ton of these.
Here's another one. Like I said, I'm still on South Carolina. By law, if a man promises to marry...
Froze up.
He froze up on us.
You froze up to your repeat that.
Oh, you're back.
Okay. Anyhow, I clicked off of it. By law, if a man promises to marry a unmarried woman, the marriage must take place by law.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, that's why I don't even want a damn girlfriend, much less promises to be married.
They have a lot of crazy ones, but yeah, there's still some that are on the books and never did take off.
I didn't know this. Apparently in Texas right now, there's a government program that has been created for developing technology to control weather. You think that's a good use of my tax dollars? I don't.
Wow.
Lots of weird stuff. It's illegal in Texas to take more than 3 sips of beer at a time while standing. Well, I'm just gonna break that law right now. I'll be right back. Beer 30. Homebrew time.
Yeah, Stump, don't go nowhere. He's just joking around. I don't mean anything by it. We all joke about stuff, so don't let that. I mean, heck, I'm a big girl, so let it go. Yeah, Flan asked the question, has anybody been hit by tornadoes in the last two days? I know I've seen on the news there has been some.
Mom said on the app that she got some storm damage, yeah.
Illinois has got really bad tornado. Wasn't it Illinois? Got that F4?
Yeah. No, I meant literally I was hit by a tornado, Flan. No, I wasn't saying literally, Flan. No, I got you. Roll with me there, Flan. Roll with me. Not literally. Okay, I'm going to shut up now.
Cheers, everybody. Here's to your health.
Alrighty. I don't have any, but here's my cup. There you go. I've got drink.
Delicious. Right on. We still looking up laws here?
Mm-hmm. They were talking about tornadoes. Was anybody affected by the tornadoes that happened?
Mm-mm. We weren't. We got a little rain, and that was it. We got a little rain the day before yesterday, and we had some wind, and that was about it. We actually, the rain actually turned out to be a good thing for us. But I sure hate that that band of storms caused so much damage further up north. It was a bad deal, man. Seems like there hasn't been a whole lot of that the past few years. Like Tornado Alley has been relatively quiet. Seems like we're off to a raring start this year. It's only April.
Right. Was that some staticky again?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Ain't too bad.
Right on, Wild Turkey.
I'm frozen. Did I freeze again?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I see.
The noise, I heard it kind of stop. I wasn't sure. But it's good now, Dish. It's good now, Dish. For some reason, you was really loud to start with.
Well, my volume was all the way off.
Your volume. I see what you did there. Yeah, when you started out, you had such a loud noise for it. It was like I could hear two crickets outside. There was so much, like a fan blowing, or I mean, it was just a tremendous amount of noise. I can still hear a little bit of noise in the background, but it sounded good now.
That's a tornado.
Don't say that. We don't need no tornadoes. No. Definitely not. Yeah, we went, we took Hayden fishing yesterday. We caught a few. We know we always throw back, but before we left, it was probably about 30 minutes or so before we left. I was just sitting there, and they're just little tiny brim and little tiny baby ones about that big, and some was about as big as your hand. But there was this huge ass bass, and I seen him in the water, and he was humongous. I mean, I know he was 5 pounds or more at least. And he was just slowly just swimming away. And I'm like, look at that big ass fish, Dish. And this guy comes up and starts talking really loud. So, I was throwing my pole in the water and seeing if I could get a nibble from him maybe. But the guy was talking so damn loud about what he's caught and what he hadn't caught until I know it scared him away. But it was a big one. So I know to go back now. I know where to go. But it
Hey, no token.
Howdy. The funny thing is that's where they got all the boats and stuff down there. You ain't gonna be able to fish once they start the boats and stuff. renting out
No,
those
but-
boats and stuff.
All those stumps and shit, you're gonna be able to throw a lure out by those stumps, and the bass are gonna be around those stumps.
Yeah, the thing about people in boats is they go to banks and fish. So as long as you can get to the banks that the boats go to, you can fish the same water.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? When they do that, yeah. I get why they're doing it, but it's like have some respect for the people on shore too.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So did that lady say? Did they have any quotes from that lady who was riding around with her baby in a stroller in the back of a pickup about what her excuse was for that?
Mm-mm.
You guys might have missed it in the comments, but my comment was, it sounds like just an average day in Juarez. That's the kind of stuff you see when you're down in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Juarez.
Doesn't fly here though.
Yeah, they didn't say why she did it or anything like that. It just said that she had done it. I was just reading the brief notes that came with it. I try to read up as much news as I can and stuff, you know.
She was pretty responsible. I mean, she had the baby in a stroller. I mean, if you should just put the baby in the back of the truck, then you'd have an issue. I mean, it was in the seat and everything. I mean, hell.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And then she could have been
Yeah,
walking
she-
by the road and somebody picked her up.
Did it say that she had, some ratchet straps and strapped the damn stroller to the cab or something? I mean, we don't know. I mean,
See, that's a Montana shitty thing right there. I swear to God, my dad would have done that for me and my brother when we were just little babies. Put them in the back of the truck. They'll be fine, damn it.
And when I was a little kid, we rode in the back of the pickup everywhere.
yeah.
To the lake, from the lake, to the ranch.
Well, we
from the
did
ranch.
too, but she's talking about a baby, though. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, you're supposed to throw them up in the back window of the car, not in the back of the truck.
Right?
Those were good times, though. In fact, back then, if we didn't get to ride in the back of the truck, we were pissed off as little kids. Then they came out with this truck. Subaru came out with this truck in the late 70s that was called the Brat. I think it was called the Brat.
Yeah, the Brat.
And it had two reverse seats in the back of the truck with handholds where you could actually sit in passenger seats in the back of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And they were reversed, facing toward the tailgate.
I think they did have seat belts, though, but I'm not 100%.
Okay, they may have.
But they did have, I know you remember, they had like these handles, look like big joysticks sticking up for the whoever was in the seat. It's like
Yeah,
you'd be sitting in the seat and there'd be like these two handles.
Those grab handles.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking for pictures of Subaru Brats.
Hey, they got one that says, naked man bites off his own finger, swallows it, the cop will say. And says that he's being arrested for carjacking and throwing bodily fluids at law enforcement officers and being under influence of controlled dangerous substance. Sorry.
Crazy.
I know, right? It doesn't say
Yeah.
why he bit his finger off. It says he bit his finger off and he was naked trying to carjack.
I'm sure he thought he had a good reason at the time.
He didn't want his fingerprints to be used.
There you go. There's the Subaru Brat. In fact, my cousin had one just exactly the same paint scheme and everything as that one right there. You can see the
Ooh, that's
two.
ugly.
Yeah,
Damn,
it's
that's
real
ugly.
It's real ugly. But if you look real close, you can see what TR was talking about. It had these two things that look like pilot's control sticks.
See,
Yeah, and there was actually 4 of them, so you could go. Like, that would do you any good in a wreck. Yeah, I know we flipped 3 times, but luckily I held onto these grab bars. And I was fine.
Yeah. My gag reflex is starting to hit, so let's move along with that picture.
In South Carolina, it's still legal to ride in the back of a pickup truck. I think that you have to be 15 years old or older.
Okay. I wonder if it is in Texas.
Even though there's a
Still.
seatbelt law, it's okay for you to be riding the back of a pickup truck.
Hey, if motorcyclists don't have to wear a helmet or a seatbelt, fudge it.
Yeah. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't believe in seatbelt laws.
No, I understand. I just had to throw that out there.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you.
Hey, that's so stupid.
Hey, I tell you what, though, I feel safer on my motorcycle. You know what? I don't know the name of them, but those little bitty cars that looks like,
Roller skates.
looks like a little roller skate. I feel
Right.
safer on my motorcycle than I would in one of those, because at least on my motorcycle, I may get thrown clear of the damn accident. You know?
Exactly. Exactly
Right.
right. All right. It says that it's legal for people 18 and over, as well as dogs, to ride in an open pickup bed in Texas. A person commits an offense if the person operates an open bed pickup truck or flatbed pickup truck, or draws an open flatbed trailer when a child younger than 18 years of age is occupying the bed. So, as of 2008, that was the law in Texas. I don't think it would have changed.
Yeah,
in the
probably
meantime.
not.
Texas is a pickup truck kind of state, as you might imagine.
Don't get me wrong. I'm like you, Tim. Hell, I'd have rode in the back of a pickup truck all the time. But to be honest, I don't know if it's society, old age, or what, but I'd be scared to death riding down a pickup truck nowadays in the back.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, I can't.
I think enough time passes and you do things a certain way that going back to the old way would definitely be it would have some shock value for sure.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
They're talking hot rods in the external chat there.
Well, that works for me.
Hot rod.
Talking about the 302. My brother had a Ford Comet with a 302 in it. That was a fun car. It was this 1974 Comet. It was orange with a white vinyl top. I mean, and it was orange, Jack. I'm talking about unapologetic 70s orange.
They had some weird colors back then.
Well, they do now. You know,
Well, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I was a Mustang guy. I had a 67 Fastback when I was in high school. And actually just sold it about 5 years ago.
Oh, wow. A buddy of mine had a 67, not a fastback, just a regular 67 when we were in high school. It had a 289 3-speed.
It probably wasn't even 5 years ago, probably about 3 years ago. Oh, yeah, mine had a 289. Oh, I could give you all the specs. I had 289 in it with a 4-speed, 9-inch rear end. I had 12.5 and 1.
My one and only muscle car was my first car that I had in high school, which was a 73 Chevy Nova hatchback with a small block 350.
Mm-hmm.
Had a lot of fun in that car. Got a lot of tickets.
Well, back in the 80s, man, muscle cars were like a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nobody wanted them in the 80s.
I know my internet keeps kicking out. I can see it freeze.
Mm.
But my cousins and a buddy of mine, they were into Mopars, so they all had Challengers, Chargers, not Daytonas, but Roadrunners, just all kind of stuff. I mean, you buy these things for like $800 all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, the paint job was for shit, but we didn't really care. We just put money in the motor and make it go fast.
Right. Doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it'll move. I was the same way. Mine looked all right, but yeah, they were cheap. I mean, I bought that car in 1986, end of 85, early 86. I bought that car. It was a 73, so it was, 12, 13 years old, and I bought it for $900.
Yeah.
And now, oh my gosh, you can't even approach a muscle car of any kind. The Barrett Jackson influence and the old rich guy influence on the muscle car market has priced them out for the average person.
I tell you, I know me and my buddies all wish we could have held on to all the cars that we seen go through. Because I know a buddy of mine had a Super B. You know, this thing only had like 50 something thousand miles on it. A Hertz factory pistol grip, 4-speed, 383. You know, and they were just going through these things like they were nothing. You know, because they really wasn't then. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, times have certainly changed. It's interesting to look back in retrospect on all that and figure out what you should have kept or what you should have looked for at the time and tried to keep.
Yeah.
Who would have thought it would have become a rich man's pursuit?
Yeah.
But it certainly has. Right here is a perfect example. It looks redder in this picture than it actually is, but that was my brother's. That wasn't it, but it was identical to that. But the way the photo's taken, it looks more red than orange. But trust me, that's an orange paint job.
Yeah. That was on the Maverick type platform there.
The Ford was called the Maverick, and the Mercury was called the Comet. His was actually a '74 Mercury Comet. I'm actually going to say that for you. So hey, remember your car you wrecked?
Awesome, Wild Turkey. Awesome.
Sorry, girls. I know we're boring you. Move on.
All right, we'll let the girls pick the subject now since we talked about cars.
Well, how'd your date go, TR?
It went good. She brought over steaks. I cooked them, and we ate, and watched a movie, and had a little fun, and then she left.
Now, is this the one with tattoos and stuff?
No, No, that little young girl, I'm kind of just waiting and seeing on that.
Stay away from those young girls, man.
I know.
Don't be scared.
I ain't scared. I just, she's young and immature, and I don't know if she's sending out false signals and stuff or whatever. So I just, whatever happens, I ain't worried about it.
No doubt. Those chicks in their mid-20s, like you said, they got a lot of growing up to do. They want babies, and they want all the things that a guy in his 40s should not be having to deal with.
I think she's looking for a sugar daddy, so it's like, oops, you are barking up the wrong tree.
Hey.
Not that, there's anything wrong with that. It's just that I don't need to participate in that. That's all I'm saying.
I can dig it.
Yeah, that's
Sugar daddy.
Now. That's the thing now. About 15 years ago, I should have been looking for just a sugar daddy, but I didn't.
That always goes back.
I'm too sentimental and all that shit, so I can't do. I can't do stuff like that.
Well, I've married for love. I've married for sex. If I ever get involved again in a relationship, it will be for money, but it won't be mine. It'll be hers. She'll have to be rich.
There's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
I've been lucky, man. We're going on 21 years.
Wow, that's commendable.
Yeah, it is. You don't hear about that very much.
No, not anymore. I mean, that's just not the. This is a 2000. Not like that.
Mm-hmm.
People aren't looking for long-term stuff. They don't do stuff like our grandmas and grandpas, and when they get with somebody, you're with them and the long haul. It's not like that anymore. It's I'm with them for the next 2 weeks, and then let's see what happens.
Yeah.
They don't look for long term. People don't do that anymore.
Well, one thing I've noticed about the generation after me is that relationships are viewed as in a very utilitarian way. As long as I'm happy, and as long as things are going the way I want them to go, we'll stay together. Now, we're not getting married or anything. We're just going to live together, which I don't have anything against. You know, I'm not making any kind of a moral judgment. It's just that the younger generation is setting it up. They've seen enough broken homes and broken marriages, I guess, that in their generation, they're just making it real easy to cut ties when they want to.
Hey, zombie man.
That obviously gets, kind of fuddled if kids come into the picture, but they're just not getting married. They're just...
Yeah, it's living together. I don't, my grandma, my mom, and all them used to be against. They called it shacking.
Shacking up.
Yeah, they call it shacking, and it was forbidden. But hang on one second, guys.
They called it living in sin when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
If you weren't married, you were living in sin. Hey, Mikey D.
What's up, Mikey?
Well. Look what the
Cat dragged in.
No, that's more like look what just woke up.
I was gonna say, you look like maybe you've been sleeping.
I'm up early in the morning. I can't.
Well, go to bed, brother. Who woke you up, Mikey D? Uh-oh.
You guys talking? I fell asleep with my headset on, waiting for the chat to start.
You went to sleep with the headset. Aw, that's something right there.
It's alright.
Well, you disappointed Fawn by not being on here when it started because she was wanting to rub something in. Something about
Yeah.
some game day.
No, I don't pay attention to what Canadians have to say.
I can't go after you on there because I don't watch hockey.
I don't.
We watched about 2 seconds of a game today.
Yeah.
We flipping channels, and I said, "Do you watch hockey?" And she goes, "No, they go good me either."
Hi, Mom. Hi, Groove.
I actually do like hockey, but I didn't follow it. Once the Stars started to fall apart this year, I kind of let it go. I guess you would describe me as a casual hockey fan.
I'm not a sports fan. I used to watch racing a lot, NASCAR, but I kind of just every once in a while I'll watch one here and there, but I don't follow it like I used to.
Yeah, when it comes to baseball, basketball, football, all that stuff, I could not give less of a crap about it. It's filled with, especially football, it's just filled with thugs and criminals,
Oh, yeah.
Hey, NASCARs.
And I'm just not
That's
on
alright.
board with that.
They're human.
But hockey, man, that's a you have your Theo Fleury's and, occasionally you'll have a bad player, but generally speaking, man, hockey players are good guys. They come from, traditional backgrounds and they grow up out in the rural areas, skating on the ice and kind of have small town values. So there's something to be said for that.
Right on, Blonde. She's a diehard hockey fan. She's from Canada.
Okay.
Right?
And I will tell you this, if the Stars don't make the playoffs, I will find a Canadian team to root for because I feel like...
Somebody slap him in the head.
It's their sport,
I know it's their sport, it's not yours.
Yeah, that's true. But I secretly I will usually root for the Canadians if that's...
Oh, gee. Goodbye.
I've already pissed Mikey off.
Well, I mean, think about it, Mikey. I mean, he's about like me. It's like hockey. Even though we have a hockey team here in South Carolina, I mean, hockey's not a sport that we grew up with because Him lives in Texas. I'm pretty sure there wasn't no frozen lakes on him for him to play hockey on.
No.
Me either.
Yeah. I tell you when I became a hockey fan or started getting interested in hockey was in the mid to late '90s when the Stars were on their first Stanley Cup run up to their Stanley Cup win. That's when I got interested and was like, man, I gotta figure out what all this hockey stuff is all about. And I actually figured out that I really like the game. But I'm just not the kind of person that just gets, rabid about any sport. And so, I've remained a casual fan, but, I've gone to a few games. But, I'm not, I don't have stuff hanging on my walls and get all emotional about wins and losses and all that stuff. And that's just not me.
So can I get something straight, not to change the subject?
Let's hear it, buddy.
So I finally wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I send Michelle an invite, a text saying no invite with a question mark, and she's not here.
She didn't send you an invite?
I didn't see one. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see shit.
Now, how did you get in here?
I texted her.
No.
I think an invite only lasts so long and then it goes away.
Yeah, and she sent it again. It was in my bell, so I clicked on my bell. And
Well, somebody just now hit her up, so I'm pretty sure she's talking to somebody because I heard her other device in her room go. So,
or the device.
Yeah, she can't wait till after the chat to use that.
Exactly.
Hey, Ohio, what's up?
Hey, Ohio.
Hello.
That's what I'm doing, Fawn. Exactly. Dallas didn't make it, so I'm cheering for the Canadians. But I stopped following, so I don't even know who's in the playoffs at this point. I'm hoping the Canadians are there.
Well, the Bruins ain't there, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, they rode they just were teetering on the brink for a while there and then just finally didn't make it at the end. Not a bad season, though, from the Bruins. Got to hand it to them.
No, they sucked, pretty much.
More good than bad, though, overall. Compared to the Stars, that's for sure. Stars have this bad habit of they just stop playing hockey. They get ahead a goal or two, and then they stop playing hockey and they lose the game. This has been like a decade-old problem that no coach or general manager can seem to fix, and it wears on you after a while.
Howdy, Mike D.
Hey, where you been? You're late. What the hell?
I'm sorry. Megan called. She Tokyo time and this time is way off from each other. It's like 13 hours apart or something. And she don't look.
Yeah.
She don't look at the time before she calls me. The other morning she called me at 5 o'clock in the morning, and my computer was ringing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. But she don't look at the time and compare it to our time. She just, whenever she feels like calling, she calls.
Nice.
Yeah, so she was just calling because she was lonely. So I told her I was on chat, and she says, well, Mama, go ahead and do your chat. I'm like, no, I can talk for a second. And so their ship was supposed to leave today, but it's not going to leave for 2 days because the boiler was bad. Something was wrong with the boiler. So, yeah, she hasn't been on the ship yet. She's been in the ship, and she's got her assigned bed and all that stuff, but she hasn't put her stuff. I think she's put her stuff on the ship, but she hasn't went out on the ship yet. So it's going to be her first time going out.
Yeah,
What kind of-
that's the same thing.
Yeah, what kind of ship is she going to be on?
What was the name of that ship she was on?
That'd be a carrot.
The Blue Ridge.
USS Blue Ridge. It's a not a carrier. It's a oh God, what the hell is it called? I'm drawing a blank. But it's basically like a transport ship. You know, to other big ships they carry the Marines on and dump them off with.
Yeah, the little mini carriers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on one of those. It has like Harrier jets and maybe some helicopters, but it's mainly it'll carry like 5,000 Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what the
One of
name of the
those.
ship is?
It's the Blue Ridge, USS Blue Ridge.
USS
Well,
Blue
let's,
Ridge.
to the interwebs. Let's just find out.
So, yeah, that may help with the boyfriend thing, though, because there'll be like 5,000 Marines on that Sunday, Michelle.
I love my daughter, don't get me wrong. I just want everybody to know that. And I think she's so blinded right now. We had a big discussion about that the other night. They're getting married, and they're moving the dates up further and further. And then I'm like, well, why are you rushing it? You guys got 2 years. You can't move with her or anything. But, you know, they get basic housing allowance for being married. And I just went this big, long, you know, I try not to say too much because I don't want her feelings. But I'm like, why get married? Just wait the 2 years out. Because, you know, you can't be together for 2 years. So why? She says, well, I want his last name. I'm like, that's not a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no.
And it's just, she says, oh, well, he can use the money for this, that, and the other. And my head was swarming when I heard her say, oh, he could use my money.
Yeah.
No! But I can't say but so much to her. I'm really reserved because I don't want to upset her, and I don't want us to get in a fight where we don't talk. So I'm hoping, I'm you know, but I mean, if she gets married, then there's no chance in hell that's going to happen. So, I don't know. It's just a long...
You are limited on what you can do because she is an adult and out on her own. Ain't so much you can do, but
Yeah.
I would suggest keep persuading. I mean, you hate to see your child, or you hate to see any young person make the wrong decisions in life.
Mm-hmm.
The Blue Ridge is an interesting ship. It was launched in 1969, so it's 46 years old.
Hey, you're good at math.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome? I was also launched in 1969, so.
Oh, so that means you were born in 70?
I was, no, actually I was born right at the tail end of 69, so.
Oh, well, you said launched. I just thought you meant, you know.
Yeah, I was launched. I was laid down and launched in 69. It says it's actually the lead ship of the 2 Blue Ridge class command ships. Its primary role is to provide command, control, communications, computers, and intelligence support to the commander staff of the United States 7th Fleet. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, like Flan said. Flan says, pushing back women's right 100 years. Want to slap her, Michelle. Yeah, I do too sometimes.
Yeah.
I really, you know, I try to talk to her in so much of a way, but she's young. You know, the young kids and stuff, they don't want to, we don't know anything as parents.
Yeah, we all dumb. It's just old farts.
Yeah, we don't know. You know, she's, you know, I try to open up and say a little bit to her about him and stuff, but I try not to step on too much, you know, her toes too much about it. And then, you know, I have to put her in her place, and I remember, you're the child, I'm the mother. You know, she'll come off saying a few things, and I have to, hey, wait a minute, remember who you are. And, you know, she'll back down a little bit. I'm sorry, Mom. Just that, well, there it is. He's pulled up a picture.
Yeah, there it is. Well, the thing about it is, from that time in your late teens until you hit about 30, it's astounding how every year it seems like your parents just get so much smarter. Isn't that so strange how that works? You know,
Yeah.
It's just part of its age, and you look back at when you get into your early 30s at how you acted when you're in your late teens and early 20s, you go, gosh, that was awful.
Yeah, that's not the ship I thought I was thinking of. But
That's
pretty cool though.
Good looking ship.
Yeah.
The only ship I was ever on in the Navy was after Desert Storm. I was still in the desert, and we took a tour of a boat, of a ship. I shouldn't say boat. It was a ship. But it carried 5,000 Marines, but it was like a mini aircraft carrier. Like I said, it had Harrier jets and helicopters on it. Had a little bitty flight deck on it.
Yeah, this one has a flight deck too. In fact, this picture, now that I've zoomed in on the picture, there's helicopters all over the flight deck of it.
Yeah.
It's got a bunch of different radar systems, which if it's intelligence, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
a lot
cool,
of radar.
man. What's her job going to be on the ship? Do you guys know?
She's a hull tech. So she does the welding and stuff like that. She's been working on her welding. She's getting better at it. learning different types of welding.
That is a
So
very good field to get into, is welding.
Yeah.
Well-
At first
well-
she wasn't too happy, but
Yeah. Well, when she gets out of the service and she can make, the welders out here in the oil field right now, a good welder, and especially if you can TIG weld, you can make $100,000 a year out here without even trying. Good welders, talented welders who can do their job correctly are highly, highly prized. And
oh yeah, underwater welders make bukus. That's what she's talking about. She's like, maybe when I get out, I can do underwater welding, Mom. And
underwater is exactly what I was going to mention next. $200 to $250 an hour is what underwater welders make off the coast, Texas, Louisiana coast. It's pretty astounding. But you have to know a lot of stuff. Not only do you have to be an awesome welder, but then you have to know the underwater aspects and techniques of welding. Then on top of that, you have to be a scuba diver. You have to have a lot of different talents, at your disposal, and have those talents developed and sharp skills.
okay, that is quite a bit of money. But yes, I was going to ask her. Fawn said, didn't you say he doesn't work? I mean, he works, but the whole time she was with me before she went to basic training, he didn't want to have nothing to do with her, and he really mistreated her on the phone and stuff like that because he lives in South Dakota. But it seems like when she graduated basic training, he fell in love and he wanted to be with her and all this, that, and the other, and it just went a whole 360. I don't know what happened. And I told her, on the phone last night, and I said this to her, it seems like you got through basic, now you got a career, you got medical, all this stuff you're taking care of, all of a sudden this man loves you to death, and now you're talking about getting married so that he can have medical and benefits and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, he works, but he has no trade or anything like that. I think he works at something like a Lowe's or something, which that's not bad to work there, but I'm just saying things just happen too quick.
Sometimes.
Go ahead, Mikey.
Sometimes you have to let them make their own mistakes and let them step in their own shit before they get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the problem is with a daughter, I mean, the wrong steps may be a marriage and a kid with some asshole that's worthless. So it might be best to try to persuade her away from that.
Oh, I understand. I'm just saying.
Because especially now, she got, well, I don't know, they probably don't have an opportunity, but if she got pregnant now, they probably kick her out of the Navy anyway.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, she definitely don't want any kids, and he had mentioned something recently about, and joking with her about he's ready to have a kid and this, that, and the other, and she's like, I'm not ready to have no babies. She's got siblings, and I've broke her from wanting any kids anytime soon, so that's a good thing, and I don't want to be a grandmother no time soon.
Well, she's pretty smart, so she's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Ohio, was saying, she's going to make her mistakes, this, that, and the other. But you know what? We're grown adults, and we've made mistakes, and it's our job as parents to know if she's making a mistake, to speak up. And you can't speak up so many times, and then you finally got to step back and say, okay, go ahead and make your mistake. But it ain't like I didn't tell you. It ain't like I tried to warn you. So it's my job as a mother to just say, hey, I see things differently than you. And I've done that route. So if she makes a mistake, then it's on her. But I'm not going to stop trying. But
No,
you
can't stop trying.
She's way too trusting, Mike.
Yeah,
she's naive.
I got you.
And I tell her, and I told her the other night on the phone, I said, Megan, everybody is not your friend. Everybody is not your friend. That's for anybody. Everybody's not your friend. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, we lost you.
Yeah, I know. I keep seeing it freezing. Just so everybody knows, we had a long conversation off air about the whole Megan and the boyfriend thing, and there's a lot more to it than we're talking about.
I'm sure there is. I'm just,
Yeah. I just all I can do is pray about it and be there for her if she needs to talk about it and stuff.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. You know, I'm not because it's one
Yeah.
of those. It's one of those. If you continue to push, you're gonna push her away.
That's exactly why
Okay.
I reserve myself.
So therefore, you say what you need to say. Okay, and then you let the cards fall the way they fall.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, it's
Yeah. I've heard, I could count it, 20, 30 times I've heard her say, Mommy, you were right. She hates to say that to me, but she will come to me and say, Mom, you're right on things that I'm right. And I can read people and seek things out about people before she can. And she'll come back and say, Mama, everything you said was right. It took place just like you said. And it's a mother's
mhm.
you just see this stuff, but they don't because they're blinded. So, I mean, she's come to me and said you were right before. So I think she's a little scared that I might be right this time. And so she's not with me on it.
Mhm.
But when I do tell her things, I think it sends up an alert and kind of, she's coherent about what I've said, so she keeps an eye out and she keeps a listen out. So the more stuff I put into her, the more it's going to keep her eyes open to some things. So
Well, that's the
that's all
thing.
I can do.
When you're young, if somebody don't tell you what to look out for, you're not looking for it. So when
Right.
somebody tells you that, tells you whatever, and whether you think it's bullshit or not, you heard it. Then when you see it happen, you're like, damn, that's what they told me.
Right.
Yeah,
So then
you
they
know,
learn.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you live and you learn. That's just that's just the way. I left home when I was 15. I never went back. My mom was terrible. I grew up terrible. Everything was hard. I couldn't go to a football game. I couldn't go to a movie. It was all the devil's work. I couldn't have friends spend the night. I couldn't use the phone. I mean, I had just I didn't get to do anything. I never went to a prom, nothing. None of that stuff. I never got to do anything. And it was rough on me. And I left when I was 15. I wish I had stayed just so that I'd finish high school because I didn't finish high school. But I got out because I thought that it was going to be better for me, which it wasn't really better for me, but I thought it was going to be.
Right.
So the mistakes you make, you try not to get your kids to make.
Oh, absolutely.
Home and in high school, and she's in the Navy, so I didn't do so bad.
Right.
So
Hopefully the Navy make her mature quicker than normal.
It
yeah,
usually does.
Yeah.
I've seen a big change there.
It usually, I know for me personally, I mean, I was the oldest as a kid, so I was probably a little bit more mature anyway because I was having to take care of my sister and brother and stuff. But the military, in a short time, made me grow up really fast.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen a big change in her. And I'm hoping that by my other kids seeing her go into the military, that they'll want to do the same thing too.
The
I'm
court
hoping
system helped me
so.
grow up, Gia.
I was reading something.
What was that, Mike?
I said the court system helped me grow up.
No.
You thug, you.
I just wanted to go back. I kept going back because I got a kick out of watching guys wearing black dresses. I thought that was kind of cute. You know?
All right, now, you catch that, Johnny? He likes to see men in dresses.
Black dresses.
Oh my!
Black. They bang this piece of wood. You know.
Bang their wood. What did he say?
Yeah, it's something about women in dresses, men in dresses, and beating wood.
Yeah. Men that wear black dresses and bang wood. That should have been on your little what do you call it there, Michelle, that night? Your little riddle game.
Oh, right. That's crazy. Poor Gear. He said he didn't lose his virginity till he was 21. That's commendable if you're really being honest about that. 21, that's pretty good.
Who's this?
And Gear.
Yeah, good boy. Good for you. Boy.
That's commendable if that's, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
All I want to know, Gear, is did you have a good
Right?
And because you're from the south, it wasn't involving a sheep or anything like that, right?
Take it easy.
Hey, that counts too, don't it?
Hi, Dish.
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
So, Mike, did you fall asleep or something?
Yep.
I figured that.
well, I've been getting up really early, and then I saw your note that you weren't starting until midnight, and I went, uh-oh. So I put the chat on, and then I had the headphones on. So I knew I was going to go out.
Right.
So I woke up listening to Dish say something. So
Oh. Yeah.
I was-
Had some stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, everybody's talking about how early they left home. Driver of all was talking about how he left home at 15 too. You were talking about how you left at 15. I was the exact opposite. I lived at home all through high school, then my first 2 years of college.
stayed there till you were 40, right?
Yeah, when I was 19, my parents bought me a set of luggage for my birthday, and that shit was packed.
Wow.
Time to go, son. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Flan. You're a doll.
She had that last part in it.
It's all right, hon. My football team's Super Bowl champions. All I give a shit about. So it's all right. It's all good.
Have you lived in that area your whole life, Mikey?
I've never moved out of the state. Yep.
Wow.
Never moved out of the state.
Who won the Super Bowl?
The Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Again. The New York Yankees of football.
Hey, don't bite your tongue. Never put Yankee in the same sentence as in New England. Come on now.
My bad.
It's all the same when you're down here.
No,
Right.
it's all relative down there. It's not relative. Okay.
Everything above that
It's all
Mason.
relative.
Everything above that Mason Dixon. It's all the same to us. I put this video up earlier today of, I just had this like 50-second, 48-second clip of this guy who parked his, we had stopped on this ride we took, and we stopped for fuel at this convenience store in this little West Texas town out in the far west, out in the middle of nowhere. And this guy pulls up and he leaves his car on, and he's got one of those bass box sound systems in it, but it's not working properly. It's not creating bass, like that real round, full bass that just rattles everybody's windows and stuff. All it's doing is just shaking the car to death, and you could tell that everything inside the car is loose and rattling, and everybody's commenting on it right now. I'm getting some funny comments on it. I don't get people, man.
You don't have any mountains in Texas at all?
Oh, yeah.
Do you do?
Yeah, we
Okay.
got tons of mountains. South of where I am is the Davis Mountain Range, And also, there's also the Carrizo Mountains are down there. So if you've ever heard of Big Bend National Park, that's some amazing mountain range down there. And then toward New Mexico and toward El Paso is the Guadalupe Mountains National Park. That's where El Capitan is, if you've ever heard of that mountain. So yeah, we have Texas literally has every geographical feature you can imagine. We've got desert, we've got mountains, we've got forests, we've got hill country, we've got beaches. Texas pretty much has it all.
So is it like the as the Rockies come down, it's like the end of the Rockies that come down into Texas, or is it a whole different range?
That's a good question. I don't actually know the answer to that, but I'd be interested to know if that is. If you think about it geographically, the way the Davis Mountains and the Carrizo Mountains kind of the way they fall through the western part of Texas, going down into Mexico, it's conceivable that they could be on the same line as the Rocky Mountains and the Continental Divide.
Yeah.
So, yeah, could be.
I know I'm on the edge of the Appalachian Mountains or the Blue Ridge. I mean, the Smoky Mountains or whatever you want to call them. I'm right. They're kind of like almost ending as they come into South Carolina, so I'm kind of on the edge of them here.
Yeah.
That's where I like to do all of my riding at.
Hey, is your 6 covered?
A6.
What do you ride, by the way, TR? I meant to ask you that in the last hangout we were in together, and the conversation got sidetracked somehow.
I got a CBR 250.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
250
and no, not a Rebel, a CBR.
Oh, the CBR 250. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. The 250 sport bike. Right.
Yeah, and I also have a Honda Shadow 750.
Okay. Right on, man. I had a Honda Rebel 250 in college. That was actually the first street bike I rode as I got out of my teens and got into, riding on the street. My parents, they wouldn't let me ride on the street or get a motorcycle license for street riding until after I was done with high school. And so, which now in retrospect, I was mad about it at the time, but in retrospect, I'm really glad they did that.
Yeah.
So I started riding on the street in college.
Well, I got my Shadow in 07. It's a 07 Shadow. It's the Arrow with like the big fat front tire, just classic cruiser or whatever. And I scrubbed the pegs, damn near slam off of it. I mean, I always got to the point where I was scrubbing the frame of the bike in the curves. And I was like, you know what? I need a little different bike because I'm getting a little bit too aggressive with this thing. So I got the little CBR, and even though it's only a 250, the mountains I ride in, it's perfect for it. It's awesome because I mean most of the curves you can't do but 30 or 40 miles an hour in anyway, so you can just go into it, twist the throttle wide open, and drive out of it. It's a blast.
Oh yeah, that's the great thing. I'm really it's really neat to see small displacement sport bikes becoming popular here. They've been popular in other countries for years. I mean, people have known a small peppy engine and a light frame. You can have a lot of fun on a bike like that, especially if you've got some good roads, which it sounds like you really do.
Oh yeah, there's switchbacks and all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, our nearest good roads are about 2 hours away down in the Davis Mountains, actually around Fort Davis where the McDonald Observatory is. There's some really good roads there.
Sorry, girls.
We did it again.
That's all right.
That's what we do, man.
Hey, here's your 6 cover. Sorry, I was I had the room. No, that's cool.
One of them laid back nights.
Yeah, it is. It's been rainy and nasty here, so. Well, it was sunny today a little bit. Just a little bit. You guys see me eating and talking. I don't mean to eat and talk, but I'm trying to cut back, and so I've got fruit. I've been doing good last 4 or 5 days. So I've got some poundage that I got to lose.
Keep at it. Drink a lot of water.
Yeah, I don't like
She-
water.
She don't drink water at all.
I'll tell you,
I don't
man, if you want to accelerate whatever weight loss program you're on, make sure you're drinking a lot of water. If you're not drinking enough water, you'll retain water, and when you retain water, that causes your metabolism to also retain other things. And you'd be surprised at drink 7 or 8 bottles of water a day, and whatever you're doing to get in shape or whatever, it will be accelerated for sure.
Yeah, well, I used to be relatively big years and years ago. I lost weight and I kept it off, and I don't know, over the winter I've gained a few pounds, and I can't get in a lot of my stuff, and it kind of makes me pissed off and mad that I gained. I shouldn't have done that. I just pick up and eat and this, and I quit smoking. That's the one thing, is I've been stopped smoking for, I guess, I might be going on a year or close to it or something now.
Good for you.
Close to it, probably. Yeah. If
Yeah, it's
not
been a
more.
long time. So I think with me not smoking, it's caused me to eat a little bit more. So I'm trying to lose, and I'm trying to buy fruit and stuff, because normally I'll sit up here and I'll eat a bag of Reese's in a heartbeat. But I'm trying to cut back so I can get into some of my clothes and stuff. So hopefully I can do it. I mean, I have a gym membership. I pay for every month, and I never go to the gym. So I need to start using the gym membership. But since I've had this problem with my leg, my sciatica and stuff, my leg's been hurting a lot the last few weeks, like really bad. And it's very, very painful for me. So I'm scared to get on the treadmills and stuff like that. But I'm gonna have to do it anyway, and maybe I can work some of it out. I'm hoping, because I'm already paying for the gym membership. But the gym membership is for me and the family. Like, the kids can go to the pool, and I can go get in a hot tub and stuff like that. But hopefully I can lose a little bit.
You'll do great.
Yeah, I will. Like I said, I know how to cut back, and I know how to lose it. I just haven't like pushed myself to do it. I give up, easy right now. So I'm really trying. I'm really, really trying. And especially it's getting to be summer, and I can go walking more and stuff. But around here, you got to be careful walking, because you have to take your gun everywhere. You can't wear workout clothes. You can't wear workout clothes and wear your gun on your side. You got to wear jeans or something like that. And it's kind of hard to, exercise in jeans. And it's just something you have to. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Wild Turkey said he puts lemon juice in his water, and I've actually read about that. That is actually a good thing to do. I know, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to kill the chat. We need to. This is JAMYY time. We've been too serious on here.
I just updated the comments. So what is putting lemon juice in the water? It just makes it more palatable, or does it have some other benefit?
Well, lemon actually will help make your body more alkaline. Even though it's an acid, your body transfers it and it processes it, and it will become alkaline and turn your pH level alkaline, which is very, very good, because everybody usually has a acidic pH, which makes you susceptible to disease, cancer, and all that. And lemon, even like I said, even though it's an acid, it actually turns your body alkaline, so it does a lot of good things for you.
That's awesome.
And it'll put lead in your pencil.
Yeah, I've heard about putting lemon in water, but I don't like water. There is little things you can put into the water, like Crystal Light or something, but I don't like any of that stuff. I can drink water. Now, when I go to the gym, I do take a bottle of water with me, and I do drink it, but I don't drink the whole thing. But,
I used to work with a girl who, she was just like you. She hated water, which is a little bit strange, I'll go ahead and say. But what she would do, she would put Sweet and Low in a glass of water so she could drink it. So
Mm-mm.
weird.
No, sweet Mo's nasty. I know now. My kids, they'll drink water. They have had soda the last couple of months more than what they should have. Normally, they wouldn't drink. We didn't allow them to have soda only like when we went out to lunch. You know, not lunch, but we went out to dinner or whatever. But
I
they
feel like I'm
have
going to get blamed for something here.
no. Since Dish has been here, they kind of snuck in there and have drank her drinks and stuff. And you know, my 13-year-old's really bad for that. Or they'll ask her if they can have one, and she'll say yeah. But you know, normally it's water, tea, or juice. But we're gonna get back to that. But you know, like yesterday, my little girl comes in and she says, "Mama, can I have some water?" I said, "You sure you want water? You want some lemonade? You want some milk?" She said, "No, Mama, I want some cold water." So they're used to drinking water, but I need to get in the habit of doing that. But
Flan said, "Gun to go for a walk, WTF."
Welcome to America. Not everywhere in America, though.
Yeah.
Just Michelle and
They're
I
bad.
live in a bad spot.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, we're in a bad neighborhood.
we're in a
Not
very
really.
bad area.
No. Uh-uh.
These
It's
things
just
just
because she can't get
raped,
raped, mugged, or shot. It's not
It's not a bad neighborhood.
Mm-mm. No.
There's people, like I said, every time we turn on the news, there's 15, 20 people got killed overnight, some shit like that. At least 5 people. I mean, it's everywhere around us. Everybody's getting shot, and it's crazy.
Man.
It's just bad in this area, so I don't go walking without my weapon. I mean, I take my dog with me, but you know, anybody can come up and shoot your dog, and then there you stand. So you still need to be protected. I mean, he won't go down with a fight, I'm sure, but I just... You're so silly.
I'm just laughing at Dish, eating bananas.
But yeah, we got...
I carry.
Driver Wall says that too much lemon juice can eat the enamel off of your teeth.
Yeah, my internet sucks. I was saying that I carry a gun too, but it's because of wildlife. There's bobcats, cougars, and bears and shit around here.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to go down there.
No, I live in a good neighborhood, and I still don't go for a run without a pistol up on me, or a knife or something. I mean, I'm just always armed. It's just the way I am.
Well, be prepared.
That's right.
Yeah, it don't matter where you live at. There's always a bad person in the bunch somewhere.
Shoot, I used to go to the worst neighborhood you can think of and do a boss someone not anything on me.
Yeah, I don't wear my gun as much as I should. I should wear it every time I leave the house, and I don't.
Did you just write that?
Is that on the after chat?
We got 3 fresh ones in the refrigerator we bought last night.
Are you gonna demonstrate?
They were in there anyway.
All right, Jamie, time's over. See y'all later. Good night, everybody.
No. Driver, she does that, she'll ruin the dimples on it.
Might be slick then, so. No.
Got built-in French ticklers.
Right on.
It's called the East Street Projects in Boston.
Oh, if you guys have not watched it, me and Dish have been watching it, and Johnny, we sucked him into it too for the last couple of days, but it's called Hollywood Hillbillies. Oh my gosh. That is like the hilarious. I mean, there's this woman, they call her Meemaw. Her grandson got a singles record deal, and he was off of YouTube, okay? his mom died, his dad left him, and she raised him. Well, Meemaw is down to earth. Meemaw just tell you what in the hell she thinks. She'll pull her false teeth out and show you she don't need this, that, and the other, and flip them back in. And she'll just tell you quick, kiss my ass, get out my house. You ain't doing this, you ain't doing. And she is hilarious. You guys really need to check it out. And it's on the Reels channel, RELS channel. We don't have cable or nothing, but if you go to solarmovies.eu and put in Hollywood Hillbillies, it'll bring up the episodes and you can watch them like that.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. The whole family's hilarious. They're a bunch of country bumpkins. They talk about dildos, they talk about sex and all kinds of stuff, and they're just wide open with it. They're not laughing or nothing. They're dead serious about this stuff.
What did she call her nipple, Michelle? Tell him.
She called it her love raisin. Meemaw said to her, Dee Dee went into a restaurant or something, and she didn't realize that her love nipple was out of her bra and had fell into her drink. She says, me and my love nipple. I mean, my love raisin. I'm sorry if I said my love raisin was out. She walked down the whole store before she realized her boob was hanging out.
She said Dee had a hole
He had a
in
hole
his
in
wrist,
his dress,
and
it was poking out the whole time.
Wow.
It is hilarious, people. I'm telling you what. We have laughed and laughed.
And she calls everybody asshole.
Yes.
She says, hey, asshole, come here. And they do, too.
I'll put it in the comments, Lon.
That's not me making all those noises, by the way. It's Duke.
My loud ass mouse is clicking like crazy. I can hear it. I can hear it echoing. I gotta be quieter now.
Go to what I just put in there, Lon, and then go up to, and then just punch in Hollywood Hillbillies, and I think it's Hillbillies is spelled HILLBILLIES. I think there's a letter different in there somewhere. But anyway, punch it up and it'll let you can see the episodes. It is hilarious.
Yeah, but she needs to also get, what was it, Ad Blocker Plus? Look that up, too.
Yeah.
And put that on there, because if you don't put that ad blocker on there, you will never see a damn movie on those damn
Pop up hell, huh? Crying shame.
Yeah.
Look up Ad Blocker Plus. That keeps you from getting all those ads, or you won't get in to see nothing. Yeah, unless you have that on your computer. And if you go through Google Chrome, you can get it in the Google apps, and it'll go on your computer.
Yeah. Yeah, it just goes straight to Google. You don't got to do anything. Just hit like download, and it just like boom, does it automatically. Yeah.
Well, I said they already got it. That's how you watch the UK shit.
Okay, good. Yeah, but it is hilarious. We were looking for something, funny. And it's only got 2 seasons. I think there's a couple of episodes they don't have no links for it. But most of them they do have links for it. So,
It's actually spelled with a Z, REELZ.
oh, okay.
Reels. Yeah. Reels TV. Or .com or whatever.
Yeah, Florida hadn't. And I'm not going to go and see Brown's movie unless it's on the net. That's another funny show. And Mrs. Brown's Boys, it's a UK thing, and it is hilarious.
You too, Zombie Man. Have a good one.
Thank you for coming by.
Hey, Zombie Man.
Yeah. Where's Bird Dog tonight? She couldn't make it?
He probably fell asleep.
Oh, I'll just send her a note. She sent me one.
Mm-hmm.
Did she send you a note?
Yeah, she did. I'm keeping it.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys go check that out. That's hilarious. And what was that other one somebody was saying check out last JAMYY time? There was another one. I don't know who it was. Somebody said check it out. It was some show.
Can you narrow it down a little bit?
I want to say Bird Dog said something about it. It was some show. She's like, check this out. This is funny. I think Tim was talking about it too.
Which one? Now I'm trying to remember what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody said look it up on something. Yeah, you're right, Wild Turkey. We don't have cable. We haven't had cable for years. We look up everything on the internet.
The only reason I have cable is because I get it. They basically give it to you for free. They give you I called them one day about a year and a half ago and said, hey, I want to keep internet, obviously, but I don't really need cable anymore. Cable sucks. Everything on it sucks. And she said, well, if you'll buy the fastest internet package we have, we'll give you basic cable for free. And we'll give you a discount price on the high-speed internet. And so it was a good price, and I said it was like $49. So for $49, I get blazing fast internet, and upload is what matters with me, because of the way I have to do things for business. So I've still got cable. I don't watch it very much, but I've got the basic cable package. A couple of things I do like to watch. I do like to watch American Pictures. I know that's a guilty pleasure, and it's
yeah, I do too.
Yeah, but I do like to watch that. It's mainly just for those guys are like me, and I like to be somewhere. I like to be on the road. I like to be seeing places and constantly moving. And that's what those guys are doing. So there's an appeal to me in that sense about it.
Oh yeah.
Was that cheap here?
Do what?
Said I wish internet was that cheap here.
No.
Oh yeah, it's not.
Oh man.
No, it's expensive here. Just the internet itself. When we go through Verizon, it's like $69, $70-something.
Wow. Well, they still attach. That was the base price. They still attach all of the stupid fees and taxes and all that stuff. So it's more than $49 by the time I get the bill. But,
I think mine's about $45. I got a AT&T Universe internet, so and I think that's the final price too, because I just paid it the other day. But I dropped the cable. The cable my bill was getting like $200, and so I dropped the cable and it went down to $45 just for internet.
Jeez, that's a big drop.
Yeah, that's what we were paying. Our cable and internet bill together was like $120. And I was like, this is ridiculous. We don't watch this stuff. And can somebody please tell me why I pay, $80 or $90 a month for cable, and then on top of having to pay for it, I got to watch commercials for almost a half hour out of every hour. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm not paying to watch commercials anymore.
Hell, just my cable. Well, which I had the movie channels. I didn't have all of them, but it was still over $100. It was $100, $120, $130 just for the cable part, and I cut that out. So now I'm down to, and through Johnny and Michelle telling me about these places, I can watch movies. Hell, I don't miss it at all.
Everything's on the internet. Everything you ever imagined you wanted to consume and more.
Oh yeah. When I found out that you could watch near about anything on the internet, I'm like, gosh, why haven't I been doing this for years? You know, I didn't like do very much with the internet, you know, before I moved to Virginia. Um, we had internet a couple of times that, you know, when I was married, but I didn't have time for it. I had little ones and stuff. I didn't have time to sit on the internet or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, shoot, now I watch everything.
Poor Mikey, he's worn out, man.
I can't say nothing to it. Hell, I was supposed to be. I was going to at least try to be in the comments Wednesday, but I passed out on the couch myself, so I can't say nothing.
No, I'm just playing with Dish.
Nah.
Wild Turkey says that his internet was $140 a month. It sucked.
Is that what cable though? My cable bill's like that. My cable bill's $160 a month.
That's just too much money to watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even watch it really. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Well, I don't. And that was the deciding factor. It's like, you know what? I don't watch TV.
But that's my phone bill. That's my internet.
Oh,
And that's the cable. All rolled
Okay, you
in
got
one bill.
bundle.
yeah.
So it's
Well-
into 160. So it's $90 for each one. Excuse me, $60 for each one.
$60.
So,
Well, I was paying $120 to $140 a month just for TV.
you mean your internet wasn't there and your phone wasn't there?
Yeah, no, not my phone, but with the internet, it was right at $200 a month.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Get robbed.
So when I finally, which I waited way too long, I finally cut the internet off, and now it's $45 a month.
Right.
I mean, cut the cable off. I just have internet now.
Yep, that's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, you don't even need Netflix if you got the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another cost too. You don't need.
Because you got somebody's username and password or a hack Netflix account.
It's my brother's.
Yeah.
My brother has the account. I use it up here. He lives, I don't know, 15 miles away, 10 miles away.
Yeah.
Well, with those solar movies and Movie Tube, and there's some other ones.
Couch tuner, popcorn flicks.
Pornhub,
Yeah. You can watch anything you want, anytime.
Hmm.
I know when I was a kid, I used to love going to my uncle's house to watch the Tuxedo Network.
Oh, yeah. Tuxedo.
On the days of the big giant 6-foot dish in the backyard.
Yep. Yeah, the big K-band satellite receiver dish. My buddy's dad had one of those, and his dad worked nights a lot, so he was a game warden. And, boy, there was stuff I had never seen in my 16, 15-year-old life to that point on that K-band satellite receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my dad used to sell those. I installed them as a kid or a teenager.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember when MTV started. That's how old I am.
Oh yeah, I remember that summer very well. Actually, I was spending that summer with family in San Angelo, Texas, and it would broadcast. In fact, I think everybody was talking about it. When MTV's going on the air at such and such time, it was in the summertime, and it went on in the middle of the day. And boy, I was hooked. And at that time, they had like 8 videos, so you watched the same videos over and over and over. At least it was music.
She was the best.
Who was?
What was her name? Downtown Susie Brown or Downtown
Julie
Yeah.
Brown.
Judy Brown? Whatever her name was.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good one for well, not now because everybody can look it up. But I was just going to say the first video ever played on MTV. That would be a good trivia question.
Oh yeah, I know the answer to that.
Yeah. Oh shit! Wild Turkey done put it in there.
Did he?
Video killed the radio star.
Yep, that's it. Okay, now who did the song? Who was it by?
Oh shit! Yeah, nobody. So I don't know.
It's the Buggles. I'll answer before
Buggles.
anybody else does. Yeah, it was the Buggles.
One hit wonder.
Yep.
Good night, Flan.
Good night, Flan.
Good night,
Thank you.
Flan.
Good night.
Flan, I got your note. Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate it.
Later, Flan.
Flan, one time I want you to say "Go Bruins," sweetheart. Just one time.
Go Bruins!
Well, at least they'll pick be better this year than last year.
Yeah, that is the upshot. I keep thinking that'll work for Dallas, but it never does.
No. In hockey, if you don't have the top 20, you're in trouble.
Yep.
Well, actually, top 15, but top 20, you're stretching it.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Not like that, Michelle.
Wonder.
So T.I., you missed Wednesday night too?
Yeah.
I don't feel so bad now.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a normal night for me to be on anyway because I had to work Thursday and Friday, but I was going to at least be in the comments, but I didn't make it. You know, I crashed out on the couch. Woke up about 1 o'clock and I started coming here on the computer and I was like, nah, I got to get up in a few hours. Let me just go to bed. So I went to bed.
And I went right over. My daughter was.
My apologies, Michelle.
My daughter was.
I told you fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah, I did. Seriously.
What kind of work do you do, TR? Do you mind me asking that?
Yeah, I'm a industrial maintenance in a injection molding, plastic injection molding plant.
Uh-huh.
So I work on the machines when they break.
Gotcha.
He's a millwright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm the fix-it man of the plant. Well, at least on my shift anyway.
Yeah.
You'd be working on leveling a chair for some operator 1 minute and programming a robot the next.
Oh, me too. Does she really? I haven't gotten an invite yet.
Now, it's a fairly interesting. I don't mind it. I work in industry, but it's not boring being in maintenance part of it because, like I said, I mean, hell, it's different every day. I mean, you may have a computer problem 1 minute, and then the next you're just doing something. It may just be manual labor, whatever. But I don't know. It's always different. I mean, it's a challenge every day when you go to work.
I would like that too. I don't like to get stuck in a rut on anything. I like to have, kind of like I was saying, I like to see new things, do new things. I always have different things to keep me occupied, but not the exact same. Especially if it's a repetitive or tedious process. I have always had trouble with that. Some people thrive in it, but not me. I like to have that mental challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
We couldn't get that lucky.
Takes all kinds, as my grandma used to say. Takes all kinds.
Yep.
Yep.
What do you call this?
You getting ready for a hot man?
No, Josh, what do you call this, honey? What do you call that?
What do I call it?
Blower's cramp. Did you ever get it?
The blower's cramp?
Yeah, did you
So
ever
you
get
telling
it?
me you got blower's cramp?
Did you ever
Well,
get
he
it?
was talking about men in dresses earlier
Gosh,
with wood.
fucking Jesus,
No, I've
Just
never
kill my
had
fucking
never
joke.
had it.
Just kill my fucking joke.
TMJ.
That
We gotta pick at you, Mike. You can't open the fucking door and not expect us to step in.
Right?
I was talking to Dish, though. I wanted to get her. Well, you know how I want to get her anyway, but you know what I'm saying? I want
Okay, guys, it's a little after 2. I know we normally go to 3, but we're gonna cut it short tonight. Only for we don't have that many people still up. So I guess we will see you guys Wednesday night, and you guys bring your game on. We got a few things we're gonna do Wednesday night. So, anybody got anything need to put out there?
Mikey's got his hand up.
I'll see you all next Saturday night because I won't be there Wednesday night.
Yeah, he's gonna skip
You
out
won't
on.
be here either, dude. I won't be here. You won't be here.
Oh, you're going back home?
PR won't be here.
I'll be here Wednesday.
Oh, you will be here. Well, that's cool then.
I got somebody to hang out with me.
Right.
You hang out with the guy that's right there, right? There. That one.
Yeah, I never know if he's gonna be here either. I never know.
All right, thanks, guys.
Good night.
All right,
everybody.
thank you guys. We'll see you guys Wednesday night.
Good
Thanks
night,
for
everybody.
hanging out.
everybody.
Everybody.
Night night.